Greetings friends and welcome back to the channel. It is overdue, but I am finally going to do the detail job on this Jeep Grand Cherokee that I bought. I kind of bought this thing, made a quick video, and went silent, so just for a quick recap, I couldn't fix the transmission myself. The video I was going to make about that got scrapped. I handed this thing over to a shop and it needed a complete bench rebuild, so I told them take their time. Anyway, it runs and it drives really well, and I think this Jeep was an excellent find. And that is despite the fact that it's absolutely filthy. I knew what it looked like when I bought it, and as you can see, it definitely needs a complete interior detail, and that is exactly what this video is all about. So I decided to start by cleaning and conditioning the seats. I vacuumed them, and then I got my brush and a microfiber and some good leather conditioner and just kind of gave them the once over before I took them out. Pulling the seats on a job like this is so helpful. There's so many nooks and crannies you're not going to get to unless you get the seat out of the way. And here's how it looks without the front seat, and man is there a lot of dog hair. The previous owner had two short hair dogs, so of course their shedding just gets absolutely everywhere. But again, that's why I took the seat out. It was really easy to do, 4 bolts and they came right out, and it gives you such great access to the carpet, and I was able to just get in there hard with the shop vac and of course just get up everything that I could. I knew from the beginning that the center console just had to come up, and it wasn't really that difficult. A couple of bolts here and there, and I was able to get it out by myself in a couple of minutes, and underneath you can see why I needed to pull it. There's just years of gunk and dog hair and other stuff caked up under here, so it's going to be worth removing by the end of this whole process. Pulling out the driver's seat wasn't really much issue. It didn't put up much of a fight. With the front seats out of the way, I could really wrap my head around this whole job, and I definitely feel justified going the extra mile for this detail. So this is just a side-by-side. All I've done over here is vacuum, and it already looks a million times better. Without a doubt, the most tedious part of this entire ordeal was definitely cleaning all the individual moving plastic parts in the shifter. Each one of these was gross and sticky and dirty, and I had to go over them time and time again till they would move freely. So I got a little before and after here. This is after I hit it with the leather conditioner. You can kind of see how much better it looks than that. And over here, I haven't done this seat yet, and you can tell it's still pretty grimy. But back here, this whole section looks so much better. After conditioning the leather on the back seats, I folded them down and moved to the tailgate. There was a considerable amount of leaves that had built up over the years and even decayed into dirt inside the lift assists, and I had decided to replace those anyway, so I cleaned all that junk out. Then I went to the carpet on the rear seats, and that was probably the most difficult part of the job. I even resorted to duct tape in order to get all the dog hair out of it. The steering wheel was pretty dirty and worn out. The plan from the beginning was to put a steering wheel cover on it, but it still needed a considerable amount of elbow grease. With the dashboard and center console all cleaned and detailed and all the seats removed, I went after the carpet. I used a ton of shampoo and agitated with a brush and sucked it all out with a shop vac. Rinse and repeat. I absolutely stand behind my decision to remove the seats and the center console. It made things way easier to clean, and while I had the seats out, I decided to clean up the mounting points and get all that rust off there. As you can see, the rust already messed up the carpet, and I didn't want that to get any worse, and I also decided to paint the hardware because, I mean, I already had the can, why not? And looking at the final result, what a difference. This thing was so dirty when I got it, and like I said, I knew what I was getting myself into. I knew the previous owner had dogs, I knew it was filthy, but doing detail jobs like this is some of the most fun I get to have working on cars. Anyway, that's gonna do it for this video. I'm sorry it took so long for me to get this thing out. The car was out of my possession for so long, and I don't really have any other projects currently. I still have my garage, but I don't live near it. That's a story for another day. Anyway, we're gonna tackle the exterior next time, and that ought to be a good one. So anyway, good luck, have fun, drive safe, and I'll see you next time.